mentor, Boskov, must have certain level of experience. Experience must have a system and should be able to teach you some millionaire skills. Tell your millionaire skills. All these millionaire skills are all learnable skills. Number one is problem solving skills. Every entrepreneur, every millionaire is solving a problem. That's how they're making money. So if you're not part of the solution, definitely you're part of the problems. So you begin to see problems, you begin to identify them. There are some you have overcome, some of them you have broken through them. That these are the skills you need to develop, package them, and make some money out of it. Number two is leadership skill. What does it called? Leadership skills. Everything rises and falls on leadership. Number three, people management skill. Number four, emotional intelligence skill. You see this emotional intelligence, nine they scatter marriage, nine they scatter business. People don't know, some people have not learned the skill how to control their emotions. They make wrong decisions which eventually result in wrong outcome. Right decisions give you right result, right outcome. If you are not able to control your emotions, you are not able to open up your heart for people excesses. Everybody have excesses. Everybody is managing somebody. Somebody is managing you. Are managing somebody. So please open up your heart. You want to build a dynasty. You want to build, of course, an edifice. You want to build generational projects to your third and fourth generation. You must open to and be able to control emotions. And one of the things I can assure you, please, don't criticize what you've not appreciated. What did I say? Don't criticize what you have not appreciated. That means you need to appreciate before criticizing. That's called constructive criticism. If you're not appreciated something, you are not qualified to criticize that thing. You are not qualified. So you must appreciate. Oh, okay, you do well, oh, you do well. Even though you will not go there with it, but you can do better. That is constructive criticism. Oh, this thing you did, oh, it's powerful, it's impactful. But you know why? Assuming you have done it like this, that is more constructive. And you know, human beings do well because you appreciate them. Because human beings are emotional beings more than logical beings. Human beings may forget what you give to them, but they will not easily forget how you make them feel, how you treat them. So once you understand how to treat human being, because all what you are looking for, the money you are looking for is in somebody's pocket. The money you are looking for is somebody's hand. The value you are looking for, the resources you are looking for is in somebody's hand. Because resources of course, are external factors you manage. External things you manage are resources. External natural resources you manage. But resourcefulness are internal factors you develop. If you are not resourceful, you cannot manage resources. So one of the things that help become resourceful is having this emotional intelligence skill. So that's one of the skills you need to go and build people. Tell people. That's the skill you need to go and build a team. That's the skill you need to go and build your organization like MTN, Glow, Salad, Monty Street. That's the skill you need to go and build a community. Christian community, business community. That is skill you need to go and build a business family. Of course, that is skill. Of course, this particular relationship is called a significant relationship, or you call it a transformational relationship. You are a transforming agent. You are a transformational leader. You are supposed to make lives become better once they get in touch with you. You are supposed to improve the values of people to take them where they were and where they ought to be. You are supposed to move things, because if you are not transforming, okay, you are also reforming. So you also transform or you reform. If you're not passing through the process, you cannot be transformed, you'll be reformed. And without that process, you can never sustain a result. You can never sustain outcomes. Tell outcomes. So looking at it today, this particular relationship is called a transformational relationship. What else is called? Transformational relationship. So it's a relationship that has to do with you transforming yourself and transforming lots of people. That's one of the best way you build a fortune. Tell fortune. That's one of the best way you build residual income. Tell residual income. So if you look at it, if you are running, please run. This stuff and Divine. If you are running, please run. This one thing I can tell you that one of the things that will make you great is that recognizing and realizing that there are two factors in this life. Number one is the factors outside of your control. Your dollar, your president, your father, your mother. These are factors, keke man, you cannot control them. Those factors is called contributing factors. What that is called? Now there are factors you can actually control. Those factors are embedded in you. Those factors are called determining factors. What that is called? Determining factors. Learn to accept certain things you cannot control. Just accept the weather. They cannot control it. Don't worry about it. Don't destroy yourself about it. Don't get yourself offended. Don't get yourself worked out. So these are factors you cannot control. The factors that determine those factors you cannot control can slow you down, can delay you, but they can never stop you. Factors that can actually stop men, that is actually stopping men from succeeding, are the factors embedded in them. There are two factors embedded in all of us. There's a winner inside of us, there's a loser inside of us. There's a positive factor inside of us, there's a negative factor inside of us. That's why you have to ignore the negative factors, ignore the loser, and focus on the positive, focus on the winner inside of you. Tell your neighbor, I'm a winner. Those winning factors inside of you are faith, courage to act, discipline to follow through the process, commitment, determination. Please, you guys are disturbing me with your noise. Just cut that one. I don't know. Okay, it's the outside. Okay, this one is not. We don't need that one, please. Thank you so much. I need the mic. If my mic is working, I think I'm fine. That's a good. I don't need the music. Thank you so much. God bless you. So the factors, God bless you sincerely. See, the factors that actually help men from succeeding in life are the courage, determination, vitality, of course, fidelity. These are the factors that propel men to succeed. There are factors that actually slow men. If this one is not working, give me the main mic. We're already behind time. I have a lot to share today, so I don't get distracted. I have to move forward because we have a lot to learn today. You must become better. You are a millionaire. Say, I'm a millionaire. No stopping can stop us. Nothing can actually stop us. We are unstoppable. Tell them I'm unstoppable. So the factors that actually stop men are fear, anger, bitterness, resentment. In fact, you see anger and bitterness and resentment, these things are the major poison that poison everything you do. If you're angry, you cannot improve. You are resentful, you are angry with everybody, you are bitter. Bitterness will never make you become a blessing, will never make you find favor, will never make you find fortune because you resent everything you see. You just got upset, things are not just working, and you scatter even the ones that God brought your way to prepare you to become great in life. Because you must move from being good to great. You must move from being success to significant. You must move from being a blessed person to become a blessing. Say, I'm a blessing. So we are looking at these factors, and we started a training a few days ago. And by tomorrow, I need to close this class because tomorrow's class is epic, epic. So I'm packaging something for you tomorrow. But today, I need to take off to land to where I want to finish tomorrow. So there's a fortune in your field. All of us, there is a fortune in your field. There is a fortune in your field. There's a fortune in your field. Okay. So and then we have to practically find that field. We must find that field. So it's to help me find the field. Finding the field. Okay, finding your field. Yeah, your field of fortune. Finding your field of fortune. So, because if you're not in your field of fortune, sincerely, you'll be hired by other men to work in their own field. Remember, if you're a slave in someone else's field, you cannot. Nobody ever paid a slave to become a multi-millionaire. Nobody has ever paid employees to become a multi-millionaire. We don't need to pay employees salary. They're not salary. For them to manage their property. They don't manage property. Salary doesn't solve problems. It doesn't solve poverty. Salary is just a drug to manage these things. It's just to manage. Forget about your dreams. Forget about your field of fortune. Forget about it. Don't even worry about it. So that is why you don't end up becoming. You can work for experience, work for knowledge, work for relationship, but don't work for money because money is a bad master and a very good servant. Money should serve you. Money will work for me. Money is working for me. So we have our 7 outlines here. Of course, I really need to end this class because I have something for you next week. It's called context for the concept. So context for the concept. Okay. Number 2 we have here is your Garden of Eden. Okay, your own garden. All of us have our own garden. Okay. And then number 3 here we have here is the first stream. I skipped this class yesterday. We will probably skip it today. Maybe shift it to tomorrow. 4 streams, and then number 4 I move to finding your field. I really want us to be there. Finding your field. I will finish this one today. And number 5, famous in your field. Okay, your name has to be famous. Your name has to open doors. Men cannot close. Your name has to perform miracles. Your name has to be powerful. Your name, just like Dangote's name, very powerful and famous. Favor in your field. Okay, we have to do this by tomorrow. You have a lot of work to do. And the last one, fortune in your field. Once you find this field, okay, you have this internal resourcefulness and internal burning desire, of course, and then let's do some revision. Okay, let's see. I can do just brief revision so that we move. Okay, we are there. Context for concept. We say in the beginning, God described the original purpose and plan for man. The original man was placed in the garden of God, planted for his prosperity and posterity. Posterity simply means in his future generation. So garden is a field of fortune for that man. So you too have your own field of fortune because God can send you here with the embodiment of somebody said you were born naked, but you were never born empty. That means we're all embedded here with giftings, ideas, fidelity. All these things are in raw form, which we need to discover them, develop them, and deploy them. The garden was planted and not created. That means at the time these things was empty, but somebody needs to plant. God needs to plant this garden, and as such, it represents the field of potentials. God has planted every man in his own unique field of potentials, and everybody needs to discover it. Until there was a time the garden was field of potential were mud. God has to plant those seeds of prosperity, seeds of abundance, and around Adam to tend the garden. God also gave man dominion over domain, and not over other human beings. So we see this in our revision, that God also made us to become a king of a thing or a king of a domain, the lord of a realm, and also the master of our craft. So we have an assignment. We have to save to be saved others. So the assignment is that we have to cultivate it, of course, populate it, dominate it, and replicate. So we on this yesterday that great leaders, what they do is that they produce. Leaders produce. So once you're a leader, you're surely going to produce. That's what makes you a leader. But great leaders reproduce. Great leaders reproduce. Great leaders reproduce. So if you are producing, if you are not producing anything, okay, we need to ask a question. So you're supposed to produce something. That makes you a leader. You're supposed to create value. You're supposed to impact life. You're supposed to act. It's called value addition. So we discussed this, and also we went ahead to talk about it's available for you, that your field of potential is God's plan for your prosperity and posterity. Your field of potential is God's plan for your prosperity and prosperity. Everything you ever need to succeed is planted within your field, and it's available for you, waiting for you to recognize it, discover it, develop it, prioritize it, nurture it, grow it, and deploy it. So the starting point of success is finding and focus on your field of potentials. Until your field of potentials is found, you might be struggling and you will never achieve success you desire that will give you fulfillment. So until you find that field, your fortune is hidden in the ground. So we move to where we said finding your field. We said your clues, your life lessons are the clues to your assignment. So we mentioned 4 clues yesterday. Number 1 of them is called your passion. Tell me your passion. We discussed for the 4P. Number 1, your passion is a clue. What you're passionate about is going to give you a clue to where God wants you to be, so you can make money, can form and find a garden as an entrepreneur. Number 2, we discuss your problems. They're not problems. Those things you call problems are opportunities. Entrepreneurs see problems as opportunities. Poor men see problems as problems. So those things you call problems are opportunities. Anyone you solve, you can document it and find it to people that are already sinking in that problem, who are already stuck in that problem, that you now become a solution to them. I don't know who can help me. This is my sound system. I'm not okay with it at all. It's as if I'm going to the whole wall right now. It's echoing. So help me just do small adjustment again, please. Thank you so much. So I'm not okay with it. It's making me feel uncomfortable. The next one is your pattern. Okay, I should bring it down. Okay. Wait first. So they say I should bring this one down. That is the problem. Okay. Okay, let me see. Is it better now? Okay, I think it's far better. Yeah, let's see. So the next one is your part. Your part. Okay, the next one here is your pattern. There's a certain pattern you always find yourself. Every time you come and say, I know this thing now. This is how it happened last 2 years. It happened last year. This is the same pattern. You can easily identify with it. That part you see is where God wants you to succeed. But sometimes because of resentment and hatred and bitterness, you could not even discover that this is the path that God has planted me to become great. To move from being good to become great. From being blessed to become a blessing. So we have to help you discover your field of potential so you can build walls around it. You can build parameters and build boundaries. And you will look that thing, that is what will announce you to the world. And if you see it like that, sometimes most of the people that resent you, that hate you, that do everything to stop you, those people are actually pushing you to becoming powerful and mighty, because as you overcome those things, you are going to actually save men who are actually struggling in those things. So yesterday we said that you need to find your field of fortune, area of your excellence, your domain by design. Today, write this one down. I've not started anything yet here, but just still here, finding your field. So, but just let me give some foundation before we go and talk about this. For it's going to take us a whole some time, because I want to make you understand those things you call problems in your life are not problems. Those things you call problems in your life are opportunities for you to be announced. So we need to interpret it like Joseph. Interpret, my brothers, I forgive you guys, because I know you know, say that's what I do. When I've been, they push me to become great, to become a steward in the land of Egypt, to become a prime minister. Those things were like what happened to Jesus Christ on the cross. Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they're doing. How can somebody do bad and say he doesn't know what he was doing? He knows what he was doing, but he never knew that doing those things is actually pushing you to become great and famous. Tell your neighbor, I am famous. I'm going to show you. You're going to pray, because all the things you happen to you that you say I don't like. Those things are actually the clues to your fortune, to your field of potential. So write this one down. Everything you ever need to succeed, everything you ever need to succeed in this life is planted in your field of potentials. Everything you ever need to succeed in life is planted in your field of potentials. Everything you ever need to succeed in life is planted in the field of potentials. Both the prosperity and posterity. Both prosperity, posterity and fortune. Everything you ever need to succeed is planted already in the field of your potentials. Both the prosperity, posterity, and fortune. So all you are looking for is already embedded in you. All you are looking for is already embedded in you. It's in raw form, but you must discover it, develop it, and deploy it. Everything you ever need to succeed in life is planted in the field of your potentials. Example, both prosperity, and fortune. So all the money you are looking for is not first and foremost on the external. It's not objective. It's very internal, subjective. So these things will announce to you is already in you. But if you neglect it, another man's own, you'll be sleeping in another man's field, and that is very bad. So everything you ever need to succeed is planted in your field of potentials. Both prosperity, and posterity, and fortune, they're all planted there. Potentials. When you find your field of potentials, you will come alive. When you find your field of potential, you will come alive, new release of life will burst forth. When you find your field of potentials, you will come alive, new leaves of life will burst forth or will spring forth. New leaves of life, new life stream will spring forth. When you find your field of potentials, you will come alive, new leaves of life will spring forth. You will look younger, healthier, energetic. When you find your field of potentials, you will come alive. It's like it's like feeling on the soul. Nothing on earth can replace it. But most of you have been ignoring it. So you have to find pointer because you're an entrepreneur. You must create value in the line of your field of potentials. We'll come to that. When you find your field of potentials, you will come alive. New leaves of life will spring forth. You have no reason to be alive. That's the thing. New leaves of life will spring forth. You will look younger. You will look healthier. You will be more energetic. When you find your field of potentials, I'm going to help you give some clues to help you find it. When you find your field of potentials, you will come alive. New leaves of life will spring forth. You will look younger, healthier, more energetic, etc. I told you about a man, one pastor, Pastor Kumi, 80-something, about 83 years. I saw him last month walking. They were showing it. The guy was walking like a 85-years-old young man, very energetic. He have no energy because he's in field of potentials. Those men you see, John D. Rockefeller, name them, John Kennedy, the men of steel, men that built America. They were full of potential. Look at Donald Trump, campaigning everywhere. Old man, energetic because he feels they can identify with people. So you can see when you find your field of potential, don't come to millionaire school, don't read book. Okay, when you know you are sent here for a certain audience and you identify with the audience, forget about it. All this when you say, I don't have energy to do something, you will find energy. You'll be more energetic. New spring of life will spring forth. Write this one down. The result of discovering your field of potential gives your life meaning. The result of discovering your field of potentials gives your life meaning, creativity, makes you resourceful. The result of discovering your field of potentials gives your life meaning, makes you creativity, makes you become resourceful, makes you live in abundance, gives you new energy, more spiritual. The result of discovering your field of potentials makes you resourceful, creativity, feel like living, feel like abundance. So there's nothing on earth that is more self-fulfilling by finding yourself full of potentials. I read a book that says, if you succeed, you are fulfilled. But when you help others succeed, you become more self-fulfilling. So this particular field of potential is very important. When you discover your field of potentials, it gives your life meaning, makes you creative, makes you resourceful, makes you more energetic, more spiritual, makes you live in abundance. This field of potential is where you are planted to burst forth, break forth, leap into abundance. So you will take a new leap in a new direction, break forth, burst forth, move with speed and energy, bringing good news, abundance to everywhere you go. Focus on determination, on your resilience. Let me move to where we are going to, so that at least I can take you there. Okay. So when it comes to the finding your field of potential, there are 4 clues. There are 4 clues. Number 1 is your passion. Tell your passion. Write passion. Let me give you something to write there. When it comes to finding your field of potentials, the first thing you look out for is your passion. Write this one down. Certain things excite you. Certain things excite you. I should be asking, what is exciting you? Is it when you watch football? Is it when you solve problem for somebody? Is it when you pay school fee for somebody? Is it when you buy food for somebody? Is it when you pay somebody hospital bill? Is it when you actually preach the good news? Is it when you actually sold a shoe, sell clothes? It excites you. For me, there are certain things that don't excite me. Football doesn't excite me. It doesn't excite me at all. I don't know how to find pleasure in it. It's fine. That is their own field of potential. But for me, it's a no-no. Watching television, it doesn't excite me. Because you are watching television, people are telling you about the vision. Yes, now television is somebody telling you about his vision. So if somebody must be watched, I must be watched. It's just a mindset. Tell a mindset. You don't have to be offended. It's just a mindset. Life is a choice. Yes or yes? We are product of our choices. Remember, you make your choices, but you don't determine the consequences. The guy that smoke, make a choice to smoke. We don't decide the consequences. The guy that live a promiscuous life, sleep everywhere, make love. He cannot make that choice. He cannot decide the result or the consequences of his life. Having unwanted pregnancy, STD, problem, HIV. You don't decide that one. So the products, you make your choice, but the consequences, you don't decide them. So what excites you? Certain things excite you, full stop. Write this sometime. Are you excited about traveling? Traveling, being relevant in a particular field. So teaching people, helping people solve problems, etc. What excites you? For me, I'm so excited about becoming the ultimate powerful version of myself. I'm also excited to help people become the ultimate powerful version of themselves. I'm also excited when I pay my bills, when I save money and make money work for me. So I'm also excited when I teach people how to pay their bills and make money work for them. So I'm excited to make somebody become more powerful, more the ultimate version of himself, more energetic. I'm excited. It makes me, because see, the thing is this. On the last day, the lives you touch are the seeds you actually produce in life. God is not going to look at the cars you have, the house you have. God is going to look at how many lives were you affected positively. How many lives were you able to turn from being good to great? How many are going to turn from darkness to light? It's about the lives you touch. Human beings are the greatest. It's not about me. It's about me that sent me. God's mind is people. So once you align your vision with God's mind, treat people the way God will treat them. It's going to make a lot of sense. Make you feel important. Make you feel great when you come into your space. Make you become improved in your space and work with quality people. I said yesterday, OQP, only quality people. What did I say? Only quality people. So you have to practice OQP. Very, very important. Invest in yourself. Most importantly, help me to invest in themselves because we're here. So your passion, what excites you, what comes to umbrella name is a very serious clue to your field of what? Potentials. But you have to develop it. You have to package it. Because I keep saying you entrepreneurs, look at tree, they see tables and chairs. Poor men look at tree, they see firewood. Tell firewood. So you see the world the way you are. Once you improve, everything will improve. Once you grow, everything will grow. Once you become better, everything will become better. So you are the most important factor. Touch yourself. Say, I'm the most important factor. Tell them, I'm a millionaire. Say, success. Let's go to the second one. Your problems. I want to dwell more here. I've got a long note for you. Very long note, your problems. Write it down, your note. Problems are opportunities. Problems are what? Opportunities. Problems are opportunities. Problems are opportunities. How did rich men become rich and well? Because they see problems are opportunities. They begin to find solutions. So give your brain a chance to think. So looking at this very well, problems are clues to your assignment. An allocated field of potentials. Write it down again. Problems are clues to your assignment. Field of potentials. Problems are very big clue to your assignment while you are sent here on earth. Problems are clues to your assignment. An allocated field of potentials. Full stop. Problems are clues to your assignment. An allocated field of your potential. Full stop. That means the more problems you have, the more bigger your assignment will be. The more challenges you are facing, the more the challenge you overcome. That is how great you will be. So don't pray for small problems. Don't pray for no problem. Pray to become better. Don't pray for life to be easy. Pray to become stronger. Pray to become. Life is not meant to be easy. Life was not meant to be easy. Life has never been easy. So you only become better. Say, I am better. I say problems are close to your assignment and allocated field of your potentials. Full stop. You have written that one down. Shall I? Write this one down. In solving your problem, you are actually figuring out a way to solve the same problem for other people. In solving your problems, you're actually figuring out a way to solve that same problem for other people. In solving your problems, you are actually figuring out a way to solve that same problem for other people. In solving your problems, you are actually figuring out a way to solve that same problem for other people. In solving your problems, you are actually figuring out a way to solve that same problems for other people. Can you just imagine if you have this mindset? Any difficulty you have faced in life, you begin to find, how do I solve it? I need to document it, package it. For anyone that is having that same problem, you're going to make a lot of money. We sell on Seller, we sell on YouTube, sell on Facebook, sell everywhere. We have 200 million people in Nigeria, way more than 200 million people. With 200 million problems, any problem you solve in this country can make a millionaire. Yes or yes? Yes. So, write this one down. The most helpful and highest paid people in the world are people who solve problems for other people. The most helpful and highly paid people in the world are people who solve problems for other people. The most helpful and highly paid people in the world are people who solve problems for other people. So the church you're sitting down today was a man's idea. He solved the problem you can sit down today. The shoe you are wearing today was someone's idea. He solves the problem you are creating today. The phone you are using today was someone's idea. It was an idea in the mind of an entrepreneur. He solves the problem you are having phone today. For you to get that phone, you paid money you worked for, saved for, go and pay. The hair you are putting up today is someone's idea. And this money attachment, the makeup, everything you see, the wristwatch, everything you see. Everything I ever see today was an idea in the mind of an entrepreneur. And it's all problem for people. He's thinking. So the most helpful and highly paid people in the world are people who solve problems for other people. Do you know how many people today they can solve their problem and make money? Like you say, I don't have anything. I'm going to give you some clues. That all your life lessons, all the failures in your past are actually a clue to, and you overcome so many of them. Overcome some of them, break through some of them, because you did not recognize it as a value. Tell your value. Remember, value will not be valued until it's valued. So you can never place, until you call that you have something, you will lose it. If you call it nothing, you will lose it. If you call it something, it becomes something. Whatever you call it, so it is. Write this one down. I would like you to write it down. If you can identify with some problems, you have dealt with. If you can identify with some problems you have dealt with, and find solution to those problems, if you can identify with some problems you have dealt with, and found solution to that problem, then you are immense value to other people who are still struggling with those problems. If you can identify problems you have dealt with and find solution to those problems, that means you are most valuable to people who are still struggling in that same problem. Let's put it like that. If you can identify, first thing, identify the problems you have solved, dealt with, and find solution to them, you are most valuable to people who are still struggling in that same problems. If you can identify problems you have dealt with and find solution to that problems, you are most valuable to people who are still struggling, gambling with those same problems. You know, I was a graduate, or I am a graduate. 3 years, no job. I've been struggling, trying many job, no leverage, hand to mouth, big problem. But the minute I found this industry that comes with leverage, I begin to teach people, see, I was 3 years old, no job. So any graduate here, 3 years, no job, I was like you. Now I have identified. And look at how I overcome. Look at how in the space of 1 year I make 28 million. Look at how I bought my car. Look at how I buy my land in Shelter. Look at how I know the street. Look at how I travel outside the country. If you are passing through the same problems, I have the solution. I begin to attract my audience. Then audience. You are not for everybody. If you want to solve problems for everybody, you will not impact anyone. So you must find an audience. All the problems where you are today, you came from a broke family. That is a big problem. So if I overcome that one now, you can eat food. Anybody here that is having broke family, you cannot buy food. Me, I was like you 10 years ago. Identify. You have a car today. The people that don't have car, say, me, I didn't have a car. Look at how I bought my car. That's why success leaves clues. Success are predictable. On the journey of success, you must follow the staircase, no elevator. Because each of the stages has valuable lessons to make increase your competence and your character. Then your competence. Then your character. What takes you to the top is competence. What sustains you there is character. Then your character. Character in terms of performance and morals. Then your morals. Most people are on the top, but they cannot maintain that level of top, that highness, because of they lack character, they lack morals. They don't know how to appreciate before they criticize. They just want to emotional scatter everywhere. So I said that if you can identify a problem that you have dealt with, find solution to that problem, you will become most valuable to those people that are still struggling in that same problems. Write this one down. Problem that you have overcome. Problem you have overcome, comma. Any problem you overcome, problem of wearing shoe, any problem you overcome, comma, reoccurring problems that you have determined to find solutions. Any problem you overcome, comma, or reoccurring problems that you are determined to overcome are all clues to your field of potentials. You need to read the signs. Any problem you overcome, or you are determined, the reoccurring problem that you have determined to overcome are all clues to your field of potentials. So right now, which problem have you overcome in life? Because all of us have overcome something in life. If this problem is keep on reoccurring in your life, that you have made up your mind that as far as you are in this world, poverty will never pass through you to your next generation, that you will never hand over collateral property to your children, that the one you collected, you are returning it back. You know, most of us are part of collateral property. He said, my great-grandfather was poor. My grandfather was poor. My father was poor. So me too, I am poor. So you have to you make all your mind to another property to your children. That's why I explained to them beforehand. Because you told them, these guys are rich, we are poor. You have what they call psychological poverty you collected from your parents. Those poverty that you identify yourself as poor, look at the mirror, say, we poor masses, stop it. This psychological poverty must leave you right now. You will never hand over that psychological poverty to your children. So you have decided to solve. You want to hand over wealth to your children, to your third and fourth generation. So you are determined. These are all clues. They're not clues to your field of potentials. Because if once you solve it, there are 1,001 people who are passing through that same challenges. Do you know? 95% of prayer points in church are money-related prayers. So yes. So the thing is this: we need to look at it. What is really the cost of this money-related prayer? We find that most people never focus on value. They are pursuing money. That they're supposed to pursue value. What is value? Anything that is useful to someone else other than you. Once you become valuable, money pursues value. Money goes to those that solve problems. So can we put a structured program where we can teach people to become more valuable in their space so that money can look for them? This is what we are currently doing right now. How can we make somebody believe more in himself? That you move with audacity, that you are a success, you are a millionaire. And before you know, you identify the right environment, because your mind feeds on environment. Your mind feeds on the things you expose it to. So whatever you expose your mind to determines the next part of it, because the quality of education affects the quality of your life. Yes or yes? You want to change a man, change the quality of information, change the quality of education you give, change the quality of knowledge. But knowledge is packaged information tailored to solve a problem. So let's go to the next one. You're going to give me a big clue. Your part. Tell me on your part. Boy. So he pays himself. That may be the reason why many people are poor, that they never pay themselves. They pay everybody. Some pay themselves, but they don't pay themselves first. The psychological reason that you pay yourself first, then you pay yourself first. Every rich man pay themselves first. That way they pay themselves is for errand, is to send that money on errand. They buy income generating assets. Like, in the quest of me trying to invest money, I enter into Ponzi schemes, so many forex, crypto that I never have knowledge about, so many things that lost my money. The last money I ever lost, 86 million naira, lost 86, lost the money because of I did not have a moment. I told myself I will never do anything. You will need a mentor. You will need an accountability partner. So my part has made me become for people that gather to see me talk to them. They so fun. How did you become successful? I said, I got a mentor. So what happened? I said, anything my mentor said I should do, I will do. In fact, last month we went to Abuja, or this month, early this month, we just returned back. Is it this month? This month, we just got to Abuja. So they saw how I relate to my mentor. So I took my leaders to go and see how I relate to my mentor. Everything my mentor does, I'm watching his clue. When he's talking, I'm keeping quiet. I ask questions. They're not questions. I say statement closes the mind. Questions open the mind. A question to know. Tell you no. I'm wondering, because sometimes you learn by inspiration. Something you learn by observation. Tell you observation. I wanted to see how I relate to my mentor. A gentleman, less than 40 years, multi-billionaire, old expert, driver, Rolls Royce, big boy. So there's a way he talks. It's the frequency of his communication. When I talk to you, mentor, and I still don't know why you talk to us the way you talk to us. I said, because I want to take you to where you are, to the highest frequency, with the fourth dimension, whereby you produce things. You want to move things from the invisible world to the visible world. You are in charge. Say, I'm in charge. You are the boss here. You are the soul architect of your life. You are the master of your soul. The captain of your soul. The master of your. The captain. I am the captain of my soul. The master of my faith. No, that one is still begging for a recharge card. You can do better. Tell your neighbor. I'm the master of my soul. The captain of my faith. Write this one down on your part. Your life has been a journey. Your life has been a journey. Your life has been a journey. Your life has been a journey of high and lows. Your life has been a journey. I say my life has been a journey of high and lows, mountain and valleys. My life has been a journey of high and lows. Write it on your notes. Mountain and valleys, disappointment and celebrations. Write it down. My life has been a journey of high and lows, mountains and valleys, disappointment and celebrations. My life has been a journey of high and lows, mountains and valleys, disappointment and celebration. etc. My life has been high and lows, mountains and valleys, disappointment and celebration, etc. This your path teaches you some direction where you are going. Your path teaches you with some direction where you are going, because you have been moving in that direction for a period of time. Your path teaches you with some direction where you are going, because you have been moving in that direction for a period of time. Your life teaches you with some direction where you are going, because you have been moving in that direction for a period of time. You have gone to prayer houses, they have done assignment, but you really want to become great. So that is a clue. For you to win that part, that is a clue that actually you need to sit down and find the solution to this part, so they can also use to help other men that mean that part. So your part is a clue to your destiny and destination. Write it down. Your part is a clue to your destiny and destination. So this is the last one for today. Your pattern. Your pattern. Let's do the last one for today. Your pattern. So your pattern, write it here. Reoccurring sequence of events is your pattern. Reoccurring sequence of events is your pattern. Reoccurring sequence of an event is your pattern. You know, you can identify some event that happen in your life every time. This event happening. This time somebody borrow money, no go pay you back. This event is that you must find solution to it. And also teach anybody that is falling into something, they are being a victim of it. They are becoming this recurring event. When men meet you, they start relationship is fine. 2-3 months, quarrel does happen. You don't call. Now you need to find solution. Why is it always happening? So that you can solve it and use it to sell to other people passing through that same challenges. You start a business, everything is fine. 2-3 years, it collapse. This recurring event is your pattern. Recurring sequence of an event is your pattern. And that is, if you solve it, that thing can make you a millionaire. You need to tell the world how you solve it. You make money. All classes for people, so people are passing through that same thing too. Like this, you start a project. Every time you start a project, you don't finish it. You start a house, you don't finish it. You start marriage, you don't finish it. Every time you start, you don't finish it. Problem. So that pattern. Tell your pattern is a clue to your field of potentials. Don't see those patterns as bad things. When I come tomorrow, I'm going to join all these dots. I'm going to connect all the dots. That pattern will make you famous, make you find favor, make you fortune. This thing, if you find this pattern using the clues I'm going to give to you, it will make you famous, make you find favor, make you a fortune. In fact, the moment I started overcoming my financial problem, you know, I used to make money, I don't find my money. Make money, lose money, make money, lose money. It becomes a pattern I don't like. I'll have money, but I can't see what I'm using my money for. It's like, but you know, I get on my attitude. Tell attitude. The way you think and feel about yourself is attitude. So I used to think myself, you know, we are poor, we are broke. That thinking pattern wasn't helping me at all. So mentors help me find out. You have to be disciplined. I wasn't a disciplined person. I hate documentation. But remember, my mentor told me, you cannot modify what is not documented. When I finish school, after my youth studies, I don't want to read book again. My mentor told me, if you don't pass through this transformational process, you cannot be transformed. So you'll be reformed. I said, what is the solution? You must pass through the process. Then a process. It was a pattern that doesn't give me the kind of result. I was having some achievements, but I wasn't fulfilled. So okay, you have to start living for others. Let your reason for being alive today is to add value to other people. Tell no value addition. I say recurring sequence of an event is your pattern. Okay, don't write this one down. It's like when you always feel like going back to square one. You can also recognize that pattern. I'm square one, like Joseph. Joseph, don't write it down. Listen to me. Joseph became a steward over an empire because the steward has always been in his life. He was a steward in his father's house, steward in Potiphar's house, steward in the prison. So it has always been a pattern in his life. Anywhere you go, it's just a matter of time you become the head. So if you look at your passion, problem is part and pattern. It will give you it will indicate to you the purpose and plan of God for your life, which is the field of your potential, and God planted you and positioned you there to become great in life. Write this one down. Your field of potentials allows you to identify with people. Your field of potentials allows you to identify people who are struggling with something you have survived. Write it like that. Your field of potentials allows you to identify with people who are struggling with something you have survived. Your field of potentials allows you to identify with three things. Number one, with people who are struggling with what you have survived. That's number one. Your field of potentials allows you to identify with people. That allows you to identify, number one, with people who are struggling with what you have survived. Have you survived anything? Yes, a whole lot of them. So once you identify with that people, that is your field of potential. Number two, your field of potentials allows you to identify people who are sinking where you are succeeding. Number one, identify people who are struggling with what you have survived. Number two, people who are sinking where you have succeeded or where you are succeeding. So number one, people who are struggling with what you have survived. Number two, people who are sinking where you are succeeding. Number three, people who are blocked by barriers that you have broken through. So look at it very well. Your field of potentials allow you to identify with, number one, people who are struggling with something you have survived. People who are struggling with something you have survived. Number two, people who are sinking where you are succeeding. Number three, people who are blocked by barriers that you have already broken through. What? So your field of potentials allows you to identify, number one, with people who are struggling where you have survived, with something you have survived. Number two, people are sinking where you are succeeding. Number three, people are blocked by barriers that you're already broken through. Listen to me. Write this one down. You can feel their pains. You can feel their pains. And you can relate to them because they are your people. Number one, you can feel their pains. Number two, you can relate with them because they are your people. So how do you know your people? Have you succeeded in anything? That's your clue. Have you survived anything? That is your clue. Have you broken through in anything? That is your clue. How do you know? You can feel their pain. You can relate to them because they are your people. Moses identified people. He said he rejected the gift of the throne. He could relate with the children of Israel, the suffering of children in Egypt. These were his people. Can you see? So when you see somebody being maltreated, it they pain you. When you see somebody cheating somebody, it they pain you. These are your clues. When you see people are broken poor, it they pain you. You are moved with compassion. People that cannot pay their hospital bills, it they pain you. Okay, God is telling you, go and build hospital for them. Give free medical care. Make money. Like November, we're going to charity, you're going to hospital, clear some people hospital because you don't want somebody that can treat someone. People are dying in labor. If they pay you, God say make money, be hospital, bring important machine that can do delivery without no stress. So instead of those things you see that makes you feel pain. You look at your papa and your mama, you don't like the shape of their life. If they pay you, God says, go and make money, give them the good life. Sometimes I used to see my father trekking and my mother, they were not that bad. They have one car, one Peugeot 504, 405, 404, I don't know. That pickup, when rain is falling, rain they enter from the window. And look at my mama, If they pay me, I saw fun. Get out of this house. Go and make money. When I made money, I bought my father Lexus G with AC. I was happy. You know, if they pay me, I see my sister is struggling. I say, no. All of you have to leave this country to UK. Go and enjoy. They not enjoy. That thing where they pay you, where you're not happy, you can relate with it. Okay, I can make money and solve that problem. That is your clue. These are your people. You are not for everybody. You are for a specific audience. You are not assigned for everybody. You are assigned for a specific audience. So I said, you can feel their pain. You can relate with them because they are your people. Full stop. Write this one now. You can relate with them by experience and by aspiration. By experience and by aspiration. All the bad experience you pass through that you don't like, they are your clues. All the aspiration, what you want to become tomorrow, they are your clues. Like me, I want to be among the top 1% of the world changers in my generation. I want governor to consult me, president to consult me in my generation. So I must prepare myself outside the ring because I'm going to go to the ring to display my victory. I'm going to collect the trophy on the ring. I will not collect the trophy as the trophy is collected outside the ring. So I must expose my brain to certain information, certain knowledge to become great. I want to buy private. I want to build school, build hospital. I want to impact. I want to become the ultimate version of myself. I want to die empty. I want when I'm going to grave, I've given all. They're just burying carcass. I don't want to go with all the giftings God buried in me. Books never written, song never sang. I don't want to go there. I want to give everything. So when I'm going, I go empty. I want to build edifice. So anybody that want to build and become great, identify with me. You can see that those small mindset. They don't like me. They don't like me. Poor men don't like me. Poor people, they don't like me because me too, I don't like poverty. Poor men are like China phone. They don't obey instructions. What did I say? They don't like me. Entitled men people don't like me. Because me, if you give a poor man money the first time, you get what? Appreciation. Second time, you get what? Anticipation. Third time, you get what? Expectation. Fourth time, you get what? Entitlement mentality. The fifth time, you get giving. You got what? Dependency syndrome. The day you stop, you create resentment and hatred. Now I know this. I don't give poor man money more than 2 times. So I will not end up creating the monster for myself in my future. So they don't like me. Because when they come, appreciation, expectations, I will not give more than that time. They say, I was stingy. I feel like saying, all the money he has, the money will give me. Imagine one of my guys was begging me for money. I sent him 20,000 naira. It's all for you get mine though. So all the money we get at 20 if you give me. I say, hey, you see the problem here? I'm the problem. I shouldn't give you anything at the first place. Then when I gave him money, I gave him book to read. He got angry. Now money I beg you, they give me book to read. I said, this book will change your mind. Poverty starts in the mind, settles in the pocket. Wealth starts in the mind, so the pocket. Knowledge is the asset that changes the mind for the pocket. So me, I acquire knowledge. Nobody gave me money to be successful. I passed through the process. So for you to become great in life, you must pass through that same process. Cutting the corners for you will make your life cut short. You will cut your life short. Back to the process. He said, no, often you get money and they beg you money, they give me book, make I read. I say, when you read that book and summarize, that's what you deserve for the next month. He said, I say, bye-bye. See, have the courage to be disliked. What did I say? That's the poor men, they don't like me. Me too, I don't like poverty. Why will you be poor in life? Poverty is a choice. Poverty is a choice. Nothing is difficult in life. We are simply untrained. A poor man is an untrained, wealthy man. He's a wealthy man that have not been trained. You want to train him, he doesn't want the training. How then will he become poor? Become rich and wealthy? If you don't now, he will not become, because gold must pass through fire to shine. Yes or yes? Yes. Diamond must pass through pressure to shine. Tell me, pressure. Are you having pressure right now? Yes. Pressure is good. It brings the best out of you. You will never know you are better until you are facing to pressure. Tell me, pressure. Makes you become better. Either you are bigger than your problems or probably bigger than you. Tell me, I am bigger than my problems. No, I am not. Tell me again, I am bigger than my problems. Now you're getting it. So that's a good one. That's a good one. So we have to close this class, right? That's a good one. The spirit of a prophet is subject to a prophet. I'll have to stop right now. So, I have to stop the class right now. Tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to connect the dots for you. Because I want money to meet money in your hand. Say amen. I am not a pastor. I am your mentor. Tell neighbor, my church is enough. Me, I'm a member of the church. I'm just a member. Tell a member. I am not even head of department. I'm only 2 departments I did for my church. 2. Only to men's fellowship and CSR, corporate social responsibility. I only 2 departments. I know they go. In fact, I know they do. And I go to my church. My pastor is my spiritual mentor. He talks to me. I listen to him. Yes or yes? My pastor is not my investment mentor. He's not my business mentor. I have a business mentor. I have a marital mentor. My father is my marital mentor. My father is not my business mentor. He has not made the kind of money I want to make. So why would he mentor me? So he's fine. He's a good man. I like him so much. I appreciate it. He brought me to this world. But then I have to go and look for men that have achieved great things to mentor, because you cannot give what you don't have. You don't pour on an empty cup. Poor men teach their children what they know. What do they know? Thank you so much. That's the end of my class for today. So rich men teach their children what they know. They know well. So it's a principle. It's a principle you practice. Principles of prosperity, principles, you must practice them, and that is the best we can take to the online community. Thank you for joining us. I want to appreciate you guys. So tomorrow, please join us tomorrow. Don't miss tomorrow's like, subscribe, share, and be part of this tomorrow. And if you have been listening to our class, don't miss tomorrow's class. It's going to be epic. 10-hour epic. Online community, but I want to give you a professional advice. Don't get involved in a business without a mentor. You know why? Mentorship is a legal shortcut to success. He that found the short of mentor will see far. See you tomorrow. See you at the top. God bless you, and bye bye for now. For the rest of us,